So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to optimize the images on your Shopify store that helps improve your site speed and your SEO rankings. So let's take a look. So first of all, we need to go to our image folder, which is located under Content and then Files. And in this section, we can see all of the files we've uploaded, which is probably filtered by newest first by default. But we also have this size column, which shows our file sizes, which you can also sort file size largest first. And you can see here that I've uploaded this photo, which is 2.79 megabytes. Now, a few years ago, I received some advice from a guy who worked in an SEO agency and said, ideally, you want to keep your images under 200 to 300 kilobytes. So my rule of thumb since then has always been 300 kilobytes is my max. So first of all, what I want you to do is click on this search and filter icon at the top. And then we've got this drop down filter here for file size. So we want to say that the minimum size in megabytes is 0.3, which is 300 kilobytes. Now, because we've set 0.3 megabytes as the minimum, this is now going to show all images on the site that is 300 kilobytes or more. And now if you click on Save As, and then we'll call this greater than 300 kilobytes, and then hit save, you'll now see this as a saved filter at the top of your screen. So the next time you go into your file section, you'll land on the all screen, and then you can just click this 300 kilobyte filter, and then you can sort largest first. So this now has basically given us our to-do list. We want to go through all these images, optimize each one, starting from the largest one first. And now I'm going to show you how I optimize these images. So if we click into our heaviest one first, which is this photo, you'll then be able to download this image from this top right button, and then go to a website called squoosh.app, which I'll link in the description below. So the image that I chose for this example is already on Squoosh, but for you, you just need to add your image by dragging or clicking on here and uploading your image. So for my image, we can see at the bottom left here, the file size. Now remember, we want to be below 0.3 megabytes. So we've got a lot to bring down on this one. And then on this side, Squoosh is doing a lot of the heavy lifting already, but we can see we're down to 862 kilobytes, which is a 69% reduction. But I know that this image, in terms of dimensions, is much bigger than I need. So if I click on resize, we can see that it's 3,872 pixels wide. Now I only need mine to be max 1,500 pixels. So let me reduce that, and we can scroll out a bit. And we can use this slider to compare before and after. And to me, that doesn't look too bad. And now that we've reduced the dimensions, we can see that it's a 94% reduction, and the total file size is 170 kilobytes, which is below our 300 kilobytes max. If you were still above 300 kilobytes, you can use this slider to reduce the quality slightly. And once you're happy, click on download. And then we want to hover over the image we want to replace, and you'll see this icon on the right-hand side for replace. So just remember that this is 2.79 megabytes. And what we're going to do is upload our new version. And now we can see that this is 124 kilobytes, and it's referenced in one product, which is this product on the front end. And the main benefit for doing it this way as a replacement rather than a new image upload is that wherever that image is referenced on your site, whether it be a product, a collection, homepage, this image will then be replaced by your new one. If you were to upload a new image, you'd have to go and find manually where all those images are referenced and replace them accordingly. And then if I refresh this page, we'll see that this image will disappear because it's no longer relevant in this 300 kilobyte filter. And now the next thing for SEO is your file names and image alt text. So let me go back to that image that we've just resized. So at the moment, we can see that this image is just called photo.jpg, which is no good for SEO. So let's click into it. And here in this field, we can rename the file name. So even though it was uploaded as photo.jpg, Shopify has given us the opportunity to change this file after it's been uploaded, which is really useful. So I'm going to change this to small yellow jar, which I know is not, but it's on the small yellow jar product. And then for the alt text, we're going to describe what the image is. So I'm just going to type in small yellow jar and then hit save and go back. And now on this screen, we can see the file name is small yellow jar and the alt text, again, small yellow jar. Now, in an ideal world, a lot of this work would have been done when you uploaded your products. So when you import your new ranges, your file names, your alt text will be included as part of that import. But if it isn't, and you've got a lot of this manual work to do, I have a free tool on my website if you're interested in using, which helps when it comes to renaming these images. So I'll include a link in the description as well, but let me just show you how it works. So if you go to my website and scroll to the bottom and click on Tools, and then scroll down a little bit, you'll see SEO friendly image names. Click on that. And here we describe the image or product. So we've got small yellow jar. And if this is part of AW25 and you want to prefix AW25 to the start of all your images, you can do so by just popping that in here. And if you wanted to add at the end a suffix, so if it's a cutout or lifestyle, we can say it is a cutout. You can see that the file name is being created for us here. I can just then copy that, head back over to Shopify, click in the file name, go into this field and then paste and save. So that might just help a little bit with your repetitive work with certain keywords. So with just a little bit of work, you can optimize the images on your Shopify store to help improve your site speed, your SEO rankings, and also might even give your conversion rate a little bit of a boost. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Shopify tips, and I'll see you on the next one.